Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Wartales with the Colonel Company. Now, in the last episode, we took care of some business, and we took a contract to take care of the rats. Now, the rats will actually take a bit of finesse, to be honest, and we need to make some torches if we want to deal with them. So yeah, it takes a lot of cloth to deal with them, unfortunately. Which is good, but not good for us. We've got the torches, and we've got a knowledge point. So, what do we want to make? More money from fights. It's always nice. Just improved weapons. Yeah, to be honest, we've been really sleeping on that. Okay, so let's get that done. Before we do that, he's leveled up, which is fantastic. Straight up damage, all the way. Each time he's engaged, he gets riposte, which is really nice. Yeah, riposte is really good, especially for damage dealers, to get him with that, so he's good to go. So let's throw some food into our guys. Throw our money at them as well. Get them to rest. Excellent. Fantastic. Let's be off. We've got a long way to go. Okay. We'll swing by the village to get some supplies. Let's see if there's anything worth picking up here.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
Yeah, I'll take your cloth, because it's really hard to get hold of. Take this. And I'm going to build some more torches. Now you're probably saying, why am I making so many torches? Well, honestly put, you need them for a lot of things. Ooh, we unlocked the next level of craftsmanship. You need them for exploration, you need them for fighting the rats as well, which is really important. So level 3 of tradesman and craftsman is opened up. Excellent. So, more carrying capacity, wages reduced by 10%, supply, trading goods, negotiator. Negotiator is actually pretty important. You don't really have the influence to use it to its best effect though. So I'm just going to reduce our wages by 10%. Okay. That done. Let's keep going. Oh great, an armed mob. That's what everyone wanted to see.
Might you be looking for work?
Yeah, we'll collect the bounty. That's risky. We'll collect that though. Which is at the end of that road. That's not too bad.
Nothing scares me.
Another pole armsman wouldn't be too bad.
Don't be fooled by these rocks.
Bowman don't need.
I'm at your service.
Yeah, he would be good. Bloodthirsty and stocky actually isn't a bad combination. Level 2. Yeah, okay. How much do I recruit you? Man, that's going to hit us hard. Okay, he's joined up. Have this. Have that. Go the Berserker route for you. go that for you, which is a really good one for someone who's using basically a sweeping weapon. We'll go that. I don't think we have anything spared to make for armor, which could get really problematic, especially with rats. Okay. Yeah, we need cloth. Don't think anyone sells it.
Use my anvil. I can also repair your armor. Oh, and I'm looking to hire a skill.
Yeah, you're looking to hire a skilled blacksmith. That isn't so hard to do.
My concoctions can heal the most grievous injuries.
Yeah. Okay. Cloth.
Come. Take a look at my wares.
Which we don't have at all. Okay.
You touch it, you buy it.
Yeah, I know, lady. You made it abundantly clear about your policy towards me.
Those refugees. I understand there's a war in Edoran, but that doesn't mean they can just help them.
Okay. You're going to basically be added to this group here. Okay, make some delicious stew. I don't need a thief. You can have more strength. Lack of armor for you is really bad for us going up against rats. Not going to lie. So we need to basically get you some gear somehow. Either we have to buy it en route, or I don't know. It's a bad situation. Or we kill someone and take their gear and give it to you, which is always a chance. Okay. We head off in this direction. We've got enough food for 4 days. Our wages aren't too bad. We'll swing past the salt mines quickly. Great. Ray clusters are basically a rarer resource type. You use them for making high quality armor, the next tier of armor. Okay. Which is great. The extra iron, we can probably make him some decent gear at some point. Did we turn off the right way? Yeah, we're going the right way towards the rats. Of course, we've got the blinking lunatic. One thing I will say of this game, I'm not a fan of the boss fights in it. The boss fights in this game are actually really hard. Because even when you're playing on different difficulties, the enemy scales. So, it's not great. Okay, so this is the haven for the refugees, which will basically cause us to have a cut screen where we basically talk to the bloke. Yeah, refugee leader. Is there anything here we can nick?
We are trying to rebuild a village from scratch. We've got more than enough farmers, but we are in dire need of skilled craftspeople. If you find a blacksmith amongst the refugees, please bring them to us. We are in such a bind that we are willing to pay.
Yeah.
I know that Fergus and the others are doing their best, but let's face it, we won't survive the winter months if we stay.
Yeah, so basically their situation is that they're trying to rebuild this ruin.
Bertram to bring me everything I need to sew warmer clothing. When do you think he will be back?
It's not a great situation.
Sell all our surplus to help with the cost of rebuilding this ruin.
Yeah. Personally, like, I feel sorry for the refugees, I really do, but at the same time, it's one of those situations where it's not a great situation for anyone, and as a result, I don't know, I just feel bad for them. But at the same time, a lot of them are basically becoming aggressively stealing stuff, which is not good for the other side either. Right, so we need to get in here, and we need to basically deal with the infestation. Right. Before we do anything first, our rogues all have to get torches. Because fire is really good at dealing with the rats. As you're going to see. Basically, the way it works is that every turn, this big fat thing here basically call out new rats. So it's really easy to get swarmed, so you need to kill the rats as quickly as possible. But we also have a bonus objective of, bottom of the stuff ends the battle, trying to destroy as many of the plague-infested growths as possible to attain alchemy reagents. So we have a couple that are close by. Send you here. And here. Now, if I remember in the lore of this game, basically the plague rats are a cause for a lot of issues and the downfall of, well, for lack of a better word, a good chunk of society. So they are not something that you sort of mess around with, to be honest. So we need to really sort of get in and deal with the rats as quickly as possible. You also now have our wolves under our control, which is great. Where's the new guy? The new guy's pretty good. As long as he can get into a cluster of them. Okay. Okay, so which one's starting off with? That one down there, is it? So you really want to be doing as much AoE as you can to these guys. Okay. Right. The next one is up here. That sucks. So he can get his ability triggered. Now he's giving him feverish, which is bad because it means that he'll take tons of damage. Let's get that up. And then we'll get Overwatch up as well. Now, since Overwatch is up, we can start getting down to business. We're just trying to kill this thing off as quickly as possible. The sooner we kill it, the better for everyone involved. Man, that's not great. Okay. We also want to try and keep the rat situation under control as well. We need to kill as many rats as possible. Move here. Okay, that's good enough. You need to run down here into the muck. Okay, that's one taken care of. She might even be able to get another one, which would be fantastic. Yeah, let's move the wolves up. We can now control them, which makes them much more tactically advantageous for us. Again. How much damage taken by... Yeah. Gotta be careful that he doesn't get plague. Because that will not be something good. Okay. Next one. Let's get this thing here finished up. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Now we just have to get ready, because it's got to summon reinforcements. Okay, it's enraged. Right. Yeah, so we need to finish this up. Okay. We've cleared out 3 of the pustules. I'm not going to take any more risks. Besides... Okay, so where's... All these ones are going, okay. That's a lot of enemies. No, it's not worth the risk. Let's just finish this thing off. Don't get greedy. You've got a whole host of ingredients. Fantastic. Take all. Only a little bit damage. The risk with fighting rats in this game is that it's really, really easy to get complacent and then you get jumped and get annihilated. So, my best advice is just to be super careful. Think carefully, plan carefully. You'd never have any real problems with the rats. It's when you get greedy for extra materials is when the game really sort of punishes you for it. So yeah, exterminate it, destroy a rat's nest. I beg you, Saint Jury, please, I can't go back in there. I simply can't. Those squirming rats, the plague, the stench, what a nightmare. Exact promise. It will gain rodent phobia status. Desperate trait will disappear. It's not great, but the other two weren't even any better either. Right, let's head up this way, because by clearing out the rat's nest, we actually get access to an interesting little hideaway region. Mount Atlas, the independent state. It's basically a place forgotten by people, which is fantastic. All kinds of lovely things tucked away in the woods. There's some resources. More than anything else, there's an inn. Mount Atlas Inn.
Outsiders, sit down, make yourselves at home. It's not often we get news from the outside world.
And this recipe here, pork stew, is really good. If you can get the beans, it's really good to get. So let's grab that for the recipe. What else? Don't need to rest. And there are some people here.
Unless you like smelly swamps and giant mosquitoes, you should turn back. To the north of here lies Ludern, one of the worst quagmires in the world.
He isn't joking. It is pretty horrific place. Learn the pork stew, which is a really good recipe to have. Grab a load of resources. He sells torches, which are nice, to be honest. It's also, to be honest, what we can do now is that I'm going to take them off. They still have some uses, and I'd rather not waste them, so they're not cheap to make.
I was part of another group of mercenaries, but one morning...
Yeah, I wonder why. Anyway. This is like a really little nice stopover region. Downside of it, though, to be honest, is how isolated it is. Just to get in here takes a lot of time. Well, there is some nice resources tucked away if you're willing to look around. And I know from experience we can get through here. There should be, unless I've misjudged the angle. I might have misjudged the angle. If that's the case, well, no, it's up here. Here we go. My memory serves me correctly. There should be amazing hair. Well, that's not what I wanted. Where is it? Oh, maybe it's randomized. If that's the case, that sucks. Because there used to be a good trinket tucked away, hidden away. Ah, well. What a shame. Okay. So, let's get down the mountain. This is also a really good place to burn off your suspicion, in my experience. It takes you time to get here. Is it this one here? That's the place? No, that's beer-infused wolf ribs. Okay. Right. Need to get through this woodland. All this exploring. Doing wonders for our knowledge. Right. But there is a reason I'm trying to get through here, to be honest. There is a way that you can get into a hidden area early on this way. It's not great, but it's a good place to go. So. Let's get some food in our bellies. Right. That's done. Pick up some crafting resources. Now, the reason that there's a security patrol, and you'll see for yourselves in a second. Bandit crossing. So if you're willing, you can pay a small fee.
Mercenaries? Are you trying to avoid the border toll? Are you climbing Mount Altis because you have no border pass? The guard would be completely swamped without us. Go on, give us your crowns and let's be done with it.
So you can attack them and like let you cross over into this region, but let me just warn you, it is not somewhere you want to go. It's level locked for a reason. I went in there and I got annihilated. Just straight, flat out, just kicked the stuffing out of me. Okay. Right. Let's keep going. Grab some resources. I was hoping for some wood, but alas, it is not here. So, that's strange. Oh, because we're in... No. Has it glitched? Oh, it might... it's not. It's because we're in a different region. Yeah. I keep on forgetting this character's a separate independent region, thus it has its own story. Probably eventually it will get its own story as well. At the moment it doesn't have one, I don't think. Right. Let's attack the ambushers. Let's ambush the deserters. Will give us a bit of resources. So we surprised them. And they're fairly boxed in. So I want her to get. I want William to get in early so he can do his spin attack on as many enemies as possible. Same thing with our great swordsman. Where is he? You here. We'll have the wolves. Have the wolves clumped up together as usual. You can go down here and hold them for a while. Actually, you go with them down there for the flanking. Yeah, that should be a good setup. And you can go here and support. Let's start, shall we? He should be able to get... Only these guys well, have to do. Axe to the chest. That vulnerability thing is really damaging. Basically, next attack is a critical hit. So, on his turn... I wasn't even close. So that's goes up next. Okay. So. Not quite enough damage. But you can block. He's just doing a normal axe attack. Okay. Then the archer. Wolf, you can go for the archer. Tie him up. Right. Who's the next in the turn order? This guy? Oh, that's easy. Lovely. Also lovely. Okay. And the wolves can rush in here. Nope. You can rush up here, please. Lock him up in melee. Archer can move up. Arrow to the head. Got some equipment. Nothing outstanding, but enough that he should actually be able to wear a little something that's a little bit of armor for him. Nothing great, but enough. Okay, so the wolves have leveled up. You can also make your wolves lieutenants, which I always find funny. So, carnivorous diet. Each time this unit kills an enemy, it heals itself for 50% of its max HP, which is really nice. This unit is healed for 30% of its max health, and all its debuffs are removed. I personally find the carnivorous diet very good for them. Especially when you're attacking like lots of little enemies. For them, removing the debuffs isn't bad, but it takes action points. Yeah. And then critical hit chance is already pretty high as is. Continue increasing its strength for its attacks. Okay. Let's get down the hill. So we need to pay out people. Yeah, I know. And we can also attack refugees and the like. It's not really worth it unless you want to take prisoners. Eating rats. What a fantastic meal. Got a story character event. Sometimes I wish we could stop somewhere and settle down, become local mercenaries, build homes, relationships. I'm tired of travelling. Celebrate. Just celebrate. That one is always a nasty one to get, because it is just a bit of a sort of a pain, because two of them are negatives no matter how you look at it. Alright, let's go back to town and we'll get paid. We're all starting to get a bit low on food. More than I'm comfortable with, to be honest. You can make a sturdy fish hook, which is useful. And we can make some more fish hooks. The thing is, I'm just low on salt, which is the thing that's really killing me. And there's that's the clue for where the legendary beast is. Okay. So first things first. Pristine essence. We need fish oil, and we need basically, yeah.
My concoctions can heal the most grievous injuries. Be sure to hold on to the vials after using them.
Yeah. Grab some vials and grab some fish oil. Pristine essence, please. Unless you want to make some... That's really good. It's not as good as the strengthening or sharpening oils. That's pretty good, though. Journeyman. Excellent. But I will make some pristine essence because it goes into so many things. Strength oil is useful. So we'll grab a couple of those. Okay. With that being made... Where are you? Yeah. You get it. I mean, the problem is his gear is terrible, so we shouldn't really use it yet. Okay. Got a skill point as well. Yeah, maximum valor is actually really good. I'm gonna take the extra money. I need more cash, to be honest. Almost on the way to getting another mystery unlocked.
Might you be looking for work? Here is your reward.
Okay. That's roughly in the same direction. So we can take that. Come on, we need to get someone that has something we can make. Yeah, we can make helmets. Actually, making the defenders stuff is something that we do need to do. And it's going to take a good amount of our resources to do it. Yeah. I also need to make better sword. I don't think he's running around with a good weapon. No, okay, so basically, yeah. A better falchion. Which is a okay thing. It's level 3, but it does the job. And two-handed mace, yeah. That's going to take most of our resources. I want to make a better axe as well, but right now we need to basically get him up and running. Okay. Okay. With that done, we can do a couple of things. We've got another point. More bounties, bonus increased, that's always useful. What else? Improved campfire, which would be useful, yeah. Improved workshop, improved tent, improved hitching post. Not going to whip my men, that's for sure. Light pony armor. Reinforced buckle actually is probably something to get as well. Rim steel. Actually, rim steel is something that we need to get because it's the next level of tech. 1 second, folks. Right here.
You can use my anvil.
I'm going to sell the amazing hairbrush.
And I'm looking to hire a skilled blacksmith, if you happen to know one.
Okay. With that, we've also crafted one more point. We're pretty much good to go. Use oils. We'll get that. Yeah, we'll get that in a second. Okay, so go here. Disassemble that and that, and yeah, the chopping axe. Actually, we don't need to, we just need to assemble those. Okay. With that done, go to slash. Slash implies bleed, 14 to 7. And that's 13 to 7 and force them to engage. Not great, but could be worse. Okay. So, you get the hammer. You still get the ram ability, which is good. And we'll give you the strength oil. You're not doing a ton of damage, but you're messing up people in armor, which is what you're really supposed to do. With that done, we got guinea pig, which is for testing oils. We can unlock a new perk. And level 4 has unlocked a new trait for us. Overflow motivation. You can also craft the lectern, which is something that is really good, but it's a later level item, and we don't have the party member with the right background for it. Now, I'm going to pick up Endurance Run, because it's really good to have. So that's done. Okay. With that done, we can say, here's your new sword, which looks really nice. And we've now got some... What is it? Armor layers. Yeah. Now you can't take them off without destroying them, though if you get high enough in blacksmithing you can. There's certain perks you can pick up for it as well. Let's boost up our guys, these guys armorness. They're the guys that have the sort of like charge into the melee. Yeah, one for you. Level 3 armor required, that's level 2, okay. Right. But yes. Yes. With that done, we can break that stuff up. Get a few more resources. go to here. Now, I want to make a better axe. I'm pretty sure I can do it. Just one off. But we can now make journeyman level equipment, which is fantastic. Excellent. So he can get that, which is better than he had previously. I'll also make him a helmet. Just slightly too quick. Not a bad helmet. Okay. So, though he's got the helmet on, it's not benefiting him a lot at the moment because his armor doesn't have any armor slots. So we need to basically get it replaced with something that's actually a bit better quality for him, really. With that done, blacksmithing goes up. Excellent. Legendary crafting goes up as well. So that's all good. So we've done a lot of progress. And since we can now make rim steel, which is our chemical metal, rim steel is recently discovered metal that doesn't occur naturally and is very difficult to extract. So we can make 2 amounts. We got some extra resources from it, some rubies. That's nice, and we got something learnt. Okay.
My concoctions can heal the most grievous injuries. Be sure to hold on to the vials after using them.
Okay, so offer hunters, increased number of missions displayed. That's always nice. Bounties, always really nice. Now they were talking about the lectern, which is down here. Where is it? Lectern, no, it's hitching post, workshop tent, saddlebag. It's normally down here. You can now learn the oh, we've already learnt it. Basically, piece together antiquities found in tombs. But for that, we need a scholar, which we don't have access to right now. Improved campfire is also really nice if we can get hold of that. Basically means that we get bonuses for happiness and create coal and stuff, which is always really good. We could also get some more stuff unlocked. Reinforced bucklers would probably be the next way to go down the armor tree. And this stuff is ghost material, which is the next tier of weapons. We need a lot of ghost hide for it. But it's really good to get. Could learn some more recipes. Hemp tea is pretty good to get if we can get enough milk. As is sort of like anything that's... I mean, hemp tea is actually fairly super easy to do. So we could get that. We could also go down here. Strengthening oil. Yeah. If we actually had... That's pretty good if we can get some strengthening oil. And apply it to our greatsword user. He's pretty much powerful, but we need to get our hands on... there's some strengthening oil right here. That's fine. There we go. Craft that. Go to him. Give him the strengthening oil. Will is actually pretty important. It doesn't seem so in the early game, but trust me when I say this, that it really, it really starts adding up. Right. She's got a pretty low level bow. But level 2. Really need to get a better stuff. I'll put the oil on for now. It's not the best use for her, but it's better than anything. Okay. Yeah, so we're not doing too badly. Food-wise, we are suffering a bit. Not going to lie.
You touch it, you buy it.
Like, the lack of salt is the thing that's really hitting us.
I understand there's a war in Edoran, but that doesn't mean they can just help themselves.
You touch it, you buy it.
Right. With that, I'm going to make some more meals. What we have left. There we go. Okay, so we won't starve, that's for sure. But at the same time, we're not in a fantastic state. Yeah, we could do with some more resources, to be honest. It's a wee bit dicey. That's just how it's going to have to be, unfortunately, for a little bit. Our goals are down here for the time being, wiping those guys out. If you're wondering about what happens after you, like take care of Rat's Nest, is that you can get a tonic or an oil, basically. It's basically rat bait. You drop it and eventually the rat nest comes back and you can redo the extermination quest. But you don't get it right away. So our access to contaminated, alchemical ingredients to use to make strengthening stuff is limited for the time being. And we really don't want to be going into the place next door, to be honest, because that place is horrific. So far we're doing quite well. Next, take care of some more missions and then do a couple more story missions. And yeah, I think we'll then finish up with the story event here and complete the fate of Tiltron. But that's the next time, folks. I've been Cornish-knight. Goodbye.